What's up? Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer channel. This is the Benchwarmer podcast. My name is Eric. He hate me 702. To the right of me, we got the Falcons fan,
Sam or Calderock over here.
And down below, we got
Mo, or I guess if we're throwing tags out there, at Kushelv for most platforms.
Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Jeremy is not going to be with us today. I think he went out of town. Either that or he's still sleeping. But yeah, he told us he was going out of town on Wednesday, so he will not be with us today. Today we got some pretty cool topics. We're going to be talking about UFC for a little bit. We're going to be talking about the celebrity influencer boxer stuff, talk about the aces, do some NFL trades, and talk about some little baseball. Baseball. We don't ever talk baseball, so we're gonna be talking baseball today. So, but we're gonna start it off with the most recent news that has came out. It hit everybody like crazy yesterday. I think for the team that traded for it, Trey Lance was traded. Okay, right off the bat, we're gonna start with the Cowboys fan Mo down below. What do you think of the trade? What happened when you found out that your team traded for a backup quarterback in Trey Lance?
I know, with the 24-hour news cycle that there's going to be, maybe some over speculation into, I think all it is, they're trying to add that quarterback, which I don't even know if it was needed too much with, Cooper. I was like, is Cooper Rush still there? I was like, unless I missed something, I thought he was still our backup. And all things, I guess, being how they are at this moment, I would still think Cooper Rush would be the backup. So Trey Lance going from being a number 3 in San Francisco to being a number 3 with us. I guess he's on the developmental program. Maybe like you were saying off air, if they don't want to give Dak, another bag after his current contract, then, this could give them some options. But I don't know if maybe drafting a quarterback would have been a better route to go. It seems like some people say the jury's out on Trey Lance. Others feel like maybe the body of work isn't enough to make a solution or evaluation at this point in time. He's thrown like 400, less than 500 passes in like the last 4 years. So can you really make a solid evaluation based off of that? So maybe they'll see what he can do on the practice field, and maybe he's a bargaining chip for a trade down the road. Not sure what else they're trying to do. It's a little baffling. I think everybody's kind of scratching their head, saying how they're going to play that out.
Okay, Sam Calderock, what are your thoughts, buddy?
I really don't understand this trade. I mean, they gave up an entire future to move up to get him, and then they let him go 2 years later after
this would be the start of his third season.
Him. Yeah, this is because I'm looking at his stats right now. He's played only 100. He's only played about 8 games. He's got 102 passes, and they really didn't let him do anything after his injury. Like, I can't really blame him. I can't say he's a bust. He got hurt. And Brock Purdy just happened to be, phenomenal when he came on the field. So I don't know. People are calling him a bust. I can't call him a bust. Like, yeah, the 49ers gave up a lot to get him, but he hasn't done anything to show that he's a bust. They didn't give him the opportunity to play. He's literally just been hurt. So I'm not too understanding of what's going on here. I guess they must think Brock is the future guy for them in San Francisco, but I don't know what this means for Dallas with Dak. Does that mean that he's got a 2-year time span and then they're going to not pay him?
So that's what I thought in the chat. You guys saw that. That was my immediately thought, was they're not going to pay him. They didn't want to pay him originally. They made him wait. He got injured. And now they got somebody that they can develop for 2 years. I don't like the bust label in certain scenarios, and I don't like the bust label for Trey Lance in this one, because he shouldn't have been drafted as a number 3 overall quarterback. We can't put, I don't feel that people can put that on Trey. Like, oh, because you were drafted number 3 and you didn't work out, you're a bust. Dude, you shouldn't have been fucking drafted number 3. The 49ers should have never traded up to draft you number 3. You've thrown, like he said, less than 500 passes. There's been more quarterbacks last year that threw more passes than he's thrown since high school. He played at a Division II school. they knew they needed to give him time to develop. 1 year was not enough. I don't know what they thought they saw against that. You have some quarterbacks that come from Division 1 schools that take more time to develop than 1 year. And I think what he needed to do was he needed to go to a team that one had an established starter and that they could stay, that they wanted to keep for a couple years and give him time to develop, or he needed to go to like the shitty ass teams. But either way, he needed to sit on the bench for a while because even we saw him in a couple games that he played. I think the defenses would have been way too fast. He definitely would have seen more shit than what he's seen before. Granted, it's not his fault he got hurt. It's not his fault that Brock Purdy came on. But at the same time, this in my mind might be dangerous for Dak because he has no need to start right now. Even if they take him as the number 3 back, you could have whatever his name is, Cooper Rush, start with him. Or maybe he overtakes Cooper Rush. And maybe in 2 years, when it's time to pay Dak, they say no. And this guy's going to play a couple times in the next two years. He's going to play when Dak gets injured at some point in time. So I think that this is a very, very smart move for the Cowboys. I don't know what the fuck the Niners are doing. We'll talk about that later. But I think overall, this is probably one of the best situations for him. They didn't trade him someplace where he's going to compete for a starting job, and he's going to have the scenario to sit and learn. And he could be a backup quarterback for the rest of his life. And if he does, okay, cool, because he got paid more than most backup quarterbacks get paid. What's up, Nathan? How you doing, buddy? Enjoy your vacation with your brother. Have fun. If you want to join the phone, I'll throw you the. You want to join?
Plenty to talk about with Trey Lance here.
Yeah. So here, I'm sending it to you. It's in the DM.
He could learn from Dak and honestly be as, he could be like I've seen him play a little. I think he has a similar play style to Dak, so I think that works well, but it is terrible for Dak right now.
It might just be a little, just dangle something in front of him just to, make sure he knows, there's a...
Or is he going to be like Ryan Tannehill and not want to help him like like Malik Willis, and you see how he's doing?
Well, I wouldn't expect Dak to want to help him. I wouldn't help him.
I don't think that's his personality, though. I think it's in his personality to be like, I'm the type of leader that will still show him how to do it, and I'm comfortable enough to know that I can keep my job.
No, fuck that.
I'm saying that's how he would perceive it.
Look, I think players are a lot more selfish than what we as fucking humans think they are, as outsiders. We're always like, oh, so and so is going to learn, so and so is going to teach them. I don't think that happens as much unless they like them. Like the Ryan Tannehill and Malik Willis thing, I think happens more often than not. We just don't see it. Like Aaron Rodgers was not trying to show Jordan Love any fucking love. Now, granted, is he doing it with Zach Wilson? Yeah.
I was going to say, but with Zach, though.
Yeah, different. But he's in a different position now. Look how old he is. That's 2 years later. So he's on the decline, and he knows that. Dak is still in the fucking prime of his career.
Yeah, but he's been named the franchise quarterback for however many years now. So I think I don't think that
how Jerry is. So I don't think he feels comfortable. Why would he's going to try to take his job? Fuck that. No. All the media talk about look what happened with Cooper Rush last year. Cooper Rush came in the fucking for 4 games.
But what did Jerry say the whole time? It's his Dak's job when he comes back.
Everybody else was talking shit.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Jerry's got your back like that. Then...
When it came time to pay Dak, what happened? He paid Ezekiel. He paid Amari. And listen, at this point in time, Dak has the same credentials as he had been. He has not taken him deep into a playoff run. He's looked stupid at the end of playoff games. And a lot of people say the reason why you guys can't win is because of Dak.
They ended up paying him, though.
Make a different argument on that one. Mike McCarthy is not a good coach. He's never been the great coach. So I'm not blaming any of their playoff losses 100% on Dak. You got to remember, too, like, Mike McCarthy is the one who called those stupid plays at the end of those games. Why are you having Ezekiel Elliott play center?
It's bigger than that. It's bigger than all that. It's gonna go back to the curse of Jimmy Johnson. So until he gets his name in the Ring of Honor, or until he makes things right with Jimmy Johnson, he's always gonna fucking be cursed.
Okay. How long was Jason Garrett the coach of fucking Cowboys?
Way too long.
10 years.
Okay.
12 years.
So I'm telling you right now, Mike McCarthy's not going nowhere.
Yeah. So honestly, as long as he's still there,
Dak
Cowboys
is going to end up going. I'm telling
you.
y'all. He did not want to pay him. He had no problem paying Romo. None. He's had no problem playing any quarterback that he thought was a franchise quarterback from the time that he's been the ownership. The only person is Dak. That's it. And he hasn't done shit since then. And we could say Mike
been
McCarthy,
also too due to the injuries,
but some of that was under Jason Garrett. Like, he didn't do shit with Jason Garrett.
Yeah. Well, because Jerry wants someone that's a yes man. He doesn't want a coach that's actually good at his job.
I agree with you. But at the same time, if we were paying, Dak's getting paid $40-something million, and he's not performing like a $40 million quarterback. Yes, you could call shitty ass plays, but you can also perform a lot fucking better. You cannot throw touchdown, fucking 15 interceptions.
Yeah, around the time he got that contract, though, he was like
he has one of the best O lines in the NFL, and he's throwing so many interceptions. He can stand in that pocket.
Run game, defense. So yes, it's Mike McCarthy and Dak, but at some point in time, and you don't trade.
They both gotta figure it out.
You don't trade for an overall number 3 overall pick. That's a developmental quarterback for no reason. You just don't do it. And we know how Jerry is. Maybe this puts pressure on Dak. He may never start, but Dak's got to win. He doesn't have to win a championship, but he's got to go to the NFC Championship.
The Cowboys haven't been there in ages.
He's got to perform well in the playoffs. He can't be the one that loses. Like, if he loses in a 38-35 game because the defense couldn't stop anybody and he throws 4 touchdowns and no interceptions, nobody's going to say shit about Dak then. But if he loses in a fucking 38-35 game and he throws and they're driving on the 20-yard line and he throws a fucking interception to end the game, everybody's going to talk shit about it. Like, he can't be the reason they lose because he's getting paid like a top-notch quarterback and he doesn't perform like one in the big moments.
That's what it ends up coming down to for most Qs. But when he got his contract, he was coming off of a year where he was one of the top 3 MVP candidates.
He was injured. He got franchise tagged.
Right, but that's why the apprehension. But when he was playing and he wasn't injured, he was in that conversation. So I think that's what ended up ultimately, swaying it in his direction. Because in the end, what other option did they have? So
now they have options, though.
Right. So that's what'll be interesting to see what ends up happening. I don't want to over speculate on it, though. I think, like we were mentioning, I think it may just be a little carrot to dangle to put a little pressure on them, just to say, hey, we got this in the freezer. We can start defrosting it at any moment.
49ers. What do y'all think about the 49ers into this?
Guess they really like Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold must be slinging that pill in practice, I guess.
QB number 2, Sam Darnold. But if I'm the 49ers, why would I not want to keep a third quarterback since you just went off a year where all your quarterbacks just got hurt?
And you protested to get the NFL to change the rule, and they changed it where they could keep another quarterback.
Do they only have 2
and
now?
You get rid of a quarterback?
Or did they have 4 and go down to 3?
I can tell you right now. I'll look at their depth chart here, but they have now what? They have Brock Purdy, if I had to guess, is number 1, which I believe they are. Darnold's number 2. And Brandon Allen is number 3.
I was gonna say I thought there was a Brandon Allen or something.
Who?
So you have a team that seems to always get hurt. You have, George Kittle, who did an interview where he's talked about how his entire career, the quarterback seems to always go down. And you decide, I'm going to trade away our number 3 overall pick for a 4th round pick, and then not even have another plan. Because what happens if Brock Purdy hurts his hand again? Because he was rehabbing that all season. Sam Darnold's not the answer because he lost in freaking Carolina to PJ Walker. And Brandon Allen also has been always a career backup. Like, are you going to sign Josh Johnson again? Are you going to sign Matt Ryan out of CBS?
Matt Ryan does look like he would work at CBS, so that's the funny part.
I mean, he's not retired, but he's on CBS now, so.
I guess they're putting all their eggs in that Brock Purdy basket, seems like.
Yeah, and what happens if he's a one-year wonder? I mean, look at Peyton Hillis. The Browns put their eggs in him, and he was a one-hit wonder.
I guess what's his name? Shanahan really loves Brock Purdy. He just said he got his offense, I guess, from the very beginning, and seems to have earned that trust.
Yeah, but you don't know what's going to happen with him. He might get hurt again too.
I think they're just trying to save face. I think that's it. I think they have no choice. Because in this situation, yes, the Niners have been playing very, very well. But who the fuck survives this? No coach and GM survives trading that many picks for a bust unless it works out. They have to recoup some assets for Trey Lance. They're putting all of their eggs in the basket to Brock Purdy because he led them to the NFC Championship. And if he wouldn't have got hurt, they probably would have won. And now they have to. Like, they fucking have to, because if this doesn't work out and they're shit, I think they're done. I think they're going to try to sign a veteran. There was rumors that they were going to put Phillip Rivers, if they won the NFC Championship, they were going to contact him to play in the Super Bowl. Yeah. So I think they're definitely going to go after a veteran. I think they're going to go after and they're going to put him in, and Sam Darnold will go down to 3. And you'll have that veteran as for multiple reasons. Now, this time, I think the veteran will mentor him because they're going to bring him in to mentor him.
You're thinking they're going to do this midseason, or
I think they may be doing it soon. That's why they freed up a position. There's veteran quarterbacks out there.
You don't think they would have done it over the offseason?
So, but the problem is, a lot of veterans don't want to come in and go through training camp. They don't want to go through the preseason. Matt, if you bring in,
it's almost necessary though. If you're bringing in somebody that doesn't know the system,
not if you're
in, and it's got to be somebody that's familiar with Kyle Shanahan. Then,
but depending on who you bring, let's say they bring in, what the fuck is his name from Atlanta? Matt Ryan. God damn it. Let's say they bring in Matt Ryan from CBS. Matt Ryan already knows Shanahan's system. You don't need him to be preseason because you're not going to have him start. He's going to be a backup quarterback. So you have all season to get him ready. And if not, he already knows his system. There's no way they're actually going with Sam Darnold as number 2. Sam Darnold could not play in a JV high school football game. He sucked in the Jets. Like, he sucked in the fucking Panthers. And he's going to suck with the 49ers. Now, granted, the 49ers can make anybody halfway decent, but it's going to be like Betherherd or whatever, CJ from a couple years ago, when they did make the playoffs that one year where Jimmy Garoppolo and everybody kept getting hurt. Nayavin, what's up, buddy?
Yo, what up? What's up, guys?
How you doing? You enjoying your little vacation with your brother?
Yeah, West Palm Beach, baby. Let's go.
Mo, Nayavin Mo.
Nice to meet you.
I think you know Sam McKelderock.
Yeah, I think so,
yeah. We've talked a few times.
Yeah, he also does I don't want to say covers. He does cover reporting for many teams.
Yeah, so we cover the Yankees minor league teams, we cover football, we cover all sports, and we also host events, parties, autograph signings for athletes, and we do everything.
And when he says cover, it's not like what we do when we talk about them. He actually goes and interviews the players. He's on the field. He's taking pictures of them, all of that good shit. He has he meets tons of celebrities.
Yeah, I also have a team of 13 people underneath the company. So
nice.
Yeah, real big. Okay, thoughts on Trey Lance? Go ahead, tell us. What are your thoughts on the trade?
First, yeah, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, as everybody knows. But first of all, thank you for having me on. As always, you guys have a great show, and also we're glad that I could help you get Breedland on your show too. And
Thank you. I appreciate it.
that was awesome. So, but like I said, thank you for having me as always. But I love this. The reason why a lot of my friends are hating on this trade, but listen, this high upside to this. Dak Prescott, we don't know. So his contract, obviously, he wants to talk contract soon, and I don't think he's going to ask for a lot of money. And this is a big year for Dak. So we got a new weapon for him, Brandon Cooks. So he has something to prove there with him, CeeDee Lamb, and also watch out for Jake Ferguson. He's underrated, to be honest, in my opinion, a tight end. So we have a good offensive system around him. And now bringing in Trey Lance, you don't have to rush him. Like you said, you don't have to rush him. We have Cooper Rush, who knows the system. They can help Trey Lance get acclimated to the system, and he's going to learn from great coaches. Mike McCarthy should be ecstatic about this, and also the quarterback's coach. And Jerry Jones made the smart move here. We didn't have to give up too much, obviously, for him, and he's only 23 years old, man. We got to give him more chances here. To be honest, he's not a bust. If you look at his highlights, he has a strong arm. Even though it didn't pan out in San Francisco, but he's shown you that he can throw the ball a long distance. I'm not saying he's Patrick Mahomes. I'm saying he has the arm distance to succeed in this league. So I love this trade. I love this move. I think it's a good upside, and 23 years old, and I'm not saying he can be the potential replacement for Dak, but you never know. Anything can happen, and Jerry Jones made the right move here. Bringing in another quarterback.
I see. I agree. You have to develop him. He should not, in my opinion, like I said, he should not have been drafted in that thing. Cowboys fan Mo, what do you think about what he said? Go ahead. You seem very interested in that.
I think I agree with what he's saying. I don't think that he was drafted to be an immediate replacement. I think he's going to be a development type of player, especially with Cooper Rush still being the backup, and he may maybe come in some garbage time here and there if they get some blowouts under their belt throughout the year. Maybe see a little bit of him in game action during those type of instances. But yeah, I think it'll be something to have Dak thinking in the back of his mind, I better perform well this year and hopefully take him to the promised land so that he can quiet the critics and secure his next contract if that's what they end up wanting to do. Otherwise, now they have some options to consider or contemplate on. But I think with that being said, that Dak and Cooper will provide a nice little environment for Trey in that quarterback room to allow him to develop into a serviceable NFL quarterback.
I agree. Sam, what were your thoughts on what he said?
Well, my Wi-Fi was acting up a little bit, but I think he, it really, really is probably still very true. I very much agree with that. You're not giving up much, and he can learn. He develops, and he gets the proper, time he needs to really grow in the Cowboys organization.
Yeah. Now the big question is Will Grier
making him a very good asset for the team?
Yeah. Oh, it's cutting off.
Yeah, you're back. You kind of froze.
You're good.
Yeah. No. I don't know what's going on with that. That's been happening a lot. But
basketball play, hit him with the hezzy.
Definitely not bad for the Cowboys, but it's bad for Dak.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Nathan?
No, the question now is for everyone is Will Grier the odd man out now? Do you think he'll be released? And obviously, Will Grier he's shown some promise in camp and also in the games. In the preseason game. So I like Will Grier too, but I don't know. I think he might be the odd man out now since we have Trey Lance now. So.
Well, remember, you can now keep another quarterback that doesn't count against your roster.
Oh.
Because the 49ers decided to get that rule approved.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they actually got that rule approved. So you can keep one more quarterback that does not count against your 53-man lineup or whatever.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I like Will
Yeah, then
Grills.
they trade Trey
I
Lance.
like Will. Mhm.
What do you think about it on the 49ers side? Coming from the 49ers side, Nathan, what do you think about it from that side? The trade.
I mean, I guess they believe in Brock Purdy. I think that's their guy. Sam Darnold, obviously, he's I think he got the nod, right? So obviously Brock Purdy's
Yeah.
so coming back from the injury. So Sam Darnold. Now this will give Sam Darnold a chance to prove himself again with another team. So I feel like the 49ers are, I mean, still in that development stage. Also by giving up on Jimmy Garoppolo. But I think they believe it's Brock Purdy. That's your guy. So, but right now we got to see how Sam Darnold does in that system. So that's the. But in my opinion, I don't know why would they give up on Trey Lance already. Like I said, 23 years old, high upside. They should have kept him just in case if Sam Darnold doesn't work out as insurance policy. But I think they're going to go with the Brock Purdy, and I think they believe in Brock Purdy. So.
I still think they're going to bring in a veteran. I was talking about that. I don't know if you heard that. I think they're going to bring in like a Matt Ryan. He already knows the system. He's already sitting for cheap. I think they'll bring in a veteran that will end up being their number 2 and move Sam Darnold to number 3. I don't give a fuck how good Kyle Shanahan of a quarterback whisperer he is. Nobody can make Sam Darnold good. Sam Darnold's garbage. He's garbage. As an NFL player, only as an NFL player. He could beat my ass in football and a lot of shit, but as an NFL player, he is hot garbage, in my opinion.
I think the West Coast will be good for him.
Yeah. What did you think about the Isaiah Simmons trade?
It's definitely a steal.
Yeah, Nathan.
Oh, I think it's a steal. They didn't give up too much. They gave up 2024 7th round pick for him. Man, I love Isaiah Simmons. I mean, obviously in the beginning of his career, everybody thought he was going to he's a bust, but this guy has improved a lot throughout his career, and this is going to be a big year for him, entering his final year of his contract. Coming from Clemson, I love Clemson players, man. They work hard as fuck, and they know that they come from a winning program with Dabo Sweeney and the rest of the coaching staff there. So I love what he brings from a Clemson guy, and so I think Isaiah Simmons is going to fit the Giants system. You pair him up with Bobby, the guy from the guy they got from the Colts. Man, that's a great linebacker crew. That's I don't know. That's scary. That could be scary if they're healthy. But I think that's a great move for them. Isaiah Simmons will help them, and like I said, big year free agent. If he wants some money, and this is a big year for him. So
hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy, how about you went out of town?
There he is.
I just got back to the house.
How you been? Let's go.
We just started talking about Isaiah Simmons trade, and then we'll jump back into the Trey Lance trade to get your thoughts.
Okay.
Mauricio, your thoughts on Isaiah Simmons, buddy? What do you think about that trade?
Definitely gives the Giants some great versatility with him being able to play multiple positions. They didn't give up shit for him, so that's plus in their books. Gives them another player to try to shore up that defense, which I don't like. They could have done without, but for them it's good.
Sam, what are your thoughts, buddy, on this trade?
The Giants literally just committed highway robbery on the Cardinals. They just got like such a huge piece for that defense for literally nothing. I don't know what the Cardinals are thinking over there, but for the Giants, this is a great pickup.
Jeremy, what are your thoughts on Isaiah Simmons getting traded for a bag of chips? Not legally.
That's all he's worth. He's not worth more than that. He's a safety linebacker, but he's not a good linebacker. He's not a great safety. Like he's not that good. Maybe
what you say.
Look, maybe Wink Martindale can bring something more out of him, but he wasn't that good in Arizona.
He had to check his ears to make sure he heard you right. He was like, "Wait, what did he say? What did he say?" But it's a 7th round draft pick, though. It's still good. He was number 8th overall pick. You don't think it's a good pickup?
Yeah, I mean, the Cardinals got fleeced, but I mean, I don't. Either way you look at it, the Cardinals got fleeced.
Okay.
But his play shows that he should have never been a first round pick. Had he been a late second, third round pick, he'd look better.
Okay.
But the fact he hasn't played to a first round pick play, he hasn't given us that first round ability.
Okay. I think it's good. I think I like what the Giants are doing. All offseason, I really like what the Giants are doing besides the Daniel Jones contract. I think it gives them some versatility on the defense. I think in that division, you have to have versatility because you're going against high power offenses. Dallas can score, Philly can score. The Commanders fucking suck. And so now the Giants. So, I mean, I think and their defense, they're expecting Daniel Jones to take another step, but if he doesn't, their defense is going to have to shore up and help them win some of these games. I don't think Daniel Jones is taking another step, and I don't know if Saquon Barkley is going to be healthy the whole year. So, but I really like what they're doing in that scenario. That overall, I think that is a very good trade to give up a 7th round pick for a former, even if he's only a 2nd or 3rd round draft quality, and that's what he's playing to. That's still better than having a 7th round pick. There's not too many Brock Purdy's out there.
Yep, that's true. By the way, I like that UFC hat. Let's go.
Mo, he likes your hat.
The UFC.
Oh yeah, I got this from Alistair Overeem.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. I love watching UFC. I'm connected with a few UFC fighters too. So
I saw that you posted the
Aaron won today. Shout out to Aaron Blanchfield, man. That's my girl right there. She won
go.
Today.
So what do we think about Sugar Sean O'Malley beating dropping Aljamain Steele
All I'm gonna say is what I tell you.
One of the most prettiest hook. Oh, that was so pretty.
What did I tell you?
You did tell me, but that was so pretty. Did you expect it?
It should have been a lot better fight, but I told you he pulled shit out of his ass like just out of nowhere.
What are you talking about? It ended in the 2nd round. I didn't expect that shit.
It ended like 6 seconds into the 2nd round.
Oh my God, that was so gorgeous. That was such a gorgeous punch.
Yeah, and he's known for that. So I don't know why I don't know why Aljamain Sterling didn't see that in any film that he watched. But in every fight, he always does that. His eyes are gonna kill you.
I think Aljamain Sterling saw that punch after he went forward. I think as soon as he went forward, he's like, fuck. You know, in those things, this is the moment he knew he fucked up. Because you see his eye, he's like, it's in slow motion. He's like he knew it was coming. And What is your thoughts, Sam, on the punch? Did you see it? Did you see Sugar Sean O'Malley drop?
No, unfortunately, I did not see the punch.
Let's see if we can find it.
I would need to
Mauricio,
see it.
I know you saw it. What are your thoughts?
Man, yeah, I thought it was gonna go deeper. I was maybe thinking it would go the full 5, and maybe Sugar would end up getting the decision because he was getting a little better of the exchanges on the striking. Definitely not how I saw the fight playing out. I thought Aljamain would want to take it to the ground more often and earlier and often in the fight. Seems like Sugar also probably had that in mind and decided he would try his best to try to keep it on the feet. And I think he played his game plan to a T. Ended up catching him with the counter. Like you said, it was right on the off switch. I thought he was going to starch him, but once he started scrambling, I thought maybe he would be able to scramble enough to not even postpone it, maybe, because after that, it seemed he was going to either hammer fist it and salt the victory away, or if not that round, the next round, he'd probably come on with another onslaught. But yeah, here I thought maybe still he can try to pull guard, but once you didn't see much other movement from here, I thought that was a wrap.
And it's not even that there wasn't much other movement. It's he didn't defend anything. He got hit clean with everything after he went to the ground.
See? Told you, he saw it. He saw it. Mm-hmm. He knew it was coming.
Yeah, I needed the level change before that.
He was looking right at his fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I want see here. My take on it was I wanted Sterling to win because my friend, my friend Tobias, he has a partnership deal with Sterling with the energy drink called Nerd Focus. So I wanted to root for him, but man, O'Malley has the highest. I mean, the much better reach.
Striking percentage.
Yeah, striking reach and wingspan. So I think once obviously Sterling landed a good punch too, but once O'Malley found that opening, boom, gone, and when he fell to the ground, and that's when he knew it was over. And kudos to Sterling though, but Sean O'Malley is on a different level, man. This is like he is. I'm gonna say this. He's like Patrick Mahomes of UFC, in my opinion. That's how good he is. I think O'Malley is a stud. He's a star. Everybody should put respect on his name. And after seeing this fight, I think O'Malley's going to be O'Malley's on the top there already, in my opinion. That's what I think about him. Yeah,
That's a bold take, and I like it. That's a bold take.
I'll
I
take.
I don't think it's that bold. I think he's going to get propelled into superstardom now that he's got the belt, especially since he's good on the mic. I think that it's shaping up well for him to be one of the top ones that they market now.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to. They're going to push him to the moon. I think he's going to have. I think he has the personality to go to the moon. I have no problem with that, but I don't. That division is not easy.
No,
like that division is not fucking easy. So like, yeah, he could win. I mean, Aljamain Sterling, got it by a technical knockout because he got kneed on the ground. We beat Peter Yan in a match. Then he beat fucking TJ Dillashaw, who no way should have got it. Then he beat Henry Cejudo. So now, but I mean, now you have
Cheeto.
Now you have a totally different style of champion now. So now you don't have like a wrestler or a ground and pound. You have a striker, and I'm not saying he's not going to be amazing. But I don't want to jump the gun on him really fast. I don't.
His jit's not that bad either, though. He just doesn't have to use it.
Yeah, I know that his jiu-jitsu is really good. I know he's great at jiu-jitsu. I just once they get in that championship, I like Kamaru Usman said, and a lot of these people say it's hard carrying that belt. It is very, very hard being at your tip-top shape all the time and having all the stuff. So I don't know. And a lot of people, even the great ones, you have great fighters that get the belt and then they just don't really go any further because all that weight that lands on them. I'm not saying that he's not going to be great or anything. I think Aljamain immediately gets a rematch.
No,
and I think
he's fighting Cheeto. He's fighting Cheeto first, and then he's going to fight Aljo.
Okay, so I don't know what's going to happen in that scenario. Maybe if they give him some gimme fights, not gimme fights, but people that you can settle scores with that he's already beaten and is clearly better, then yeah, he might go on a little bit of run. But I don't know.
Oh no, Cheeto may get him. Cheeto's no joke.
Didn't he already beat Cheeto?
Cheeto beat him. That's
right. That's right. Okay.
So that's why it's kind of interesting to see if that comes to fruition in December. That'd be really fun to watch that fight.
Yeah, but overall, I think he's great for the UFC sport. I think he's great on the mic, like you said. He's very, very social media friendly. The way he does his stuff. He's funny. He's got great electric energy. I do think that fight should have been stopped sooner, though. I have no clue what the fuck the announcers were talking about. Like, there was not one point in time when he was on the ground that he was intelligently defending himself. Yes, he was looking up, but like Jeremy said, he ate every one of those fucking punches clearly. And when he grabbed him by the leg, that was just instinctual. That was not him intelligent defending himself. So when Joe Rogan and them were like, oh, I think they stopped it a little soon. No, bitch. You should have stopped it 4 to 5 punches earlier. Like, that should have been when he got hit 3 times straight in the face and his head went like this. It should have been over with.
I think the ref is just trying to give the champ the benefit of the doubt.
I don't want to hear this dumb bullshit we got to give. In boxing, that works. In boxing, it works because they give you an 8 count. That's why it works in boxing. Because they give you time for that 8 count. So if you get knocked down at the end of the 10th round and there's 1 minute left and you get that 8, you get knocked down, you get 8 seconds. Yeah, I understand that. In the UFC, it's not the same. These motherfuckers get concussed immediate. Like they get knocked out and can immediately get hit. And that's the reason why in the UFC, a lot of people say it's safer, is because they're not taking that repeated damagement. When you fall to the ground and get hit, they're immediately on top of you. And then it's over. You're not taking repeated punches to the head or damage that like boxers do. And the ones that do, Chuck Liddell, we see what the fuck happens to them. We see how they act. They act just like boxers at the end. So yeah, I don't believe that theory in fucking MMA, because I think MMA is a much more dangerous sport than boxing when it comes to certain elements of that. We just don't have the 100 years of technology to see that. In 40 years, we're gonna see a lot of very similar shit in a lot of these fighters, like we see in fucking boxing. But yeah, that's my take on that. What are you guys' take on that? Do you think they should let the champion die on a shield in MMA like they do like they say in boxing?
I mean, 9 times out of 10 they do. I mean, nine times out of 10 it doesn't end 6 seconds into the second round either.
True.
So,
I think it was also the fact that he didn't get starched immediately and he rolled. I think if he doesn't roll, maybe less movement, he steps in a little bit quicker. He wasn't dodging as effectively as I think after that it probably made him change his mind, like let me step in here if he takes a couple more. But I think the initial roll bought him at least 10 seconds.
And Aljamain seemed fine after the fight. Talking the interview, he seemed completely coherent. Yeah, he seemed completely coherent.
They have even though they before the fights they trash talk to each other or get into their faces, after the fight they're like brothers. So
I think he
you
knew
see
he
that
caught
a lot in MMA. You see that a lot in MMA. Yeah. I mean, unless you like have beef like Ronda Rousey and Miesha Tate, but a lot of times you see that where they after fighting they handshake like crazy, and but I mean, I could imagine that. Like if we stood in a cage for fucking 15 minutes and fought, I don't think I'd have no more anger in me at you.
See, they're like today's fight, like the guy from Japan, I think today was his last fight, right? The guy from
the
Japan.
Korean Zombie.
Yeah, Korean Zombie.
Did he beat Max Holloway or who won?
I think Max
Holloway won.
Yeah, Holloway won.
Okay.
Max Holloway won, and then he dedicated this fight to Maui because of the wildfires. So
yeah.
He said this one's for Maui. So
Max Holloway is going to be another one of those guys that in 15 years we're going to be like, why did he keep fighting? Why did we let him keep fighting? Max Holloway, watch. I'm telling you, in like 10 years, when y'all hear Max Holloway talk, when his speech starts to slur and all that, because even though Max Holloway is a beast, he took a lot of punishment. He took a lot of punishment in the UFC. And I think that's why they say it's so much safer just because it's only literally like 30 years old. I remember I was in junior high when the first one came out.
Holloway knocked out the Korean Zombie.
God damn. Holloway's a beast, though. Holloway's a beast.
Dude, he's another stud. He's another stud.
Yeah,
he just show you how good Volk is, though.
Alexander Volk is a shit. I'm not even gonna joke. I think he needs to go back up and face what's his face, the other fucking Khabib, or I don't know. I know that he's not Khabib.
Islam.
Yeah, he needs to go fight Islam. I think they need to go run that shit back now. I love Volk. Volk is fucking amazing. And then when I saw him on The Ultimate Fighter, I love his personality. He's fucking hilarious. So yeah, I really, really like him. I think Volk is amazing and they should run that back with Islam. My favorite UFC fighter right now, I'm gonna be 100% honest though, is Kevin Holland. I love Kevin Holland. I think I know he's not great, but I just would love to smoke a blunt with him and play video games with him and go to a bar with him and watch sports with him. Like I would love to hang out with Kevin Holland. Sam, do you have a favorite UFC fighter right now?
I unfortunately do not watch UFC like that, so I'm not 100% sure. I don't really. I wish I would be able to watch more, but unfortunately, the time does not allow it.
Jeremy, favorite UFC fighter?
It's BJ Penn and Max Holloway.
Okay. Nathan? I'm putting you on the spot because you got a lot of new UFC friends. So, I mean, they don't watch us, but if they see this, you know, they might get a little mad.
All right. Are you talking about current one or former ones?
Current one, right now.
All right. Sean O'Malley, Sterling, Aaron Blanchfield, and also, what's her name? Amanda Nunes. And then also another one. I have another one. Usman.
Okay.
I love Usman. Yeah.
Mo?
Oh, and also sorry to call you out. The Israel.
Israel
Sal-
Sanya, Salvinder.
Izzy's dope. I just don't like when he humped Paulo Costa. Ever since then, I'm like, nah. Also, sometimes he's great on the mic, but I can't stand sometimes the way he comes across, I guess. So when he got knocked out, that was a little bit of a satisfaction there, just to kind of knock him down a little peg or two. But he's great though. I mean, he's a great striker. Even though I don't know how Pereira even got down to 185 to fight him. Yeah. But back to the subject at hand. I'll say John Jones. I know he's been out for a while, but he's always must-see TV. When your only loss is for whooping the shit out of somebody on a 12-6 elbow that shouldn't be illegal. That I think he's obviously one of the goals. I know he's got the thing with the picometers and this, that, and the other. Okay. Right. Either way, he'd probably be cool to party too, though. I don't think he parties as much.
Not
now,
anymore.
Probably in his heyday.
Not anymore. He'd been amazing to party with 10 years ago.
Right. Brandon Moreno, Yair Rodriguez, obviously representing from our people, so I got fucks with them. On the girl side, Amanda Nunez, she retired, but I'll say Grasso, she's doing her thing right now. Valentina Shevchenko for the longest until she lost to Grasso was also a mainstay. What's her name? Lee. She's pretty good. Wei Li Zhang.
Oh my God.
If you were talking women, but I'd say on the men's side probably those three. I know I'm probably leaving something out. Cheeto, the Great Watch. Those are more the ones that are, I don't say my favorite fighters, but some that I like to just watch their fights.
Got you. Okay, we're gonna talk about baseball. Fucking crazy. Oh, we got a little baby kitty.
Sorry, she was like starting to rub up behind me, and I was like, what?
Pull out my little rat.
Mr. Bigglesworth is in the house.
Nice. Pull out Mr. Bigglesworth.
I shall call him.
Mine's out.
Okay, so it's mine. Mine jumped off too. All right. Damn, start us off with, what is it, Shohei Ohtani?
Oh my God.
The Angels fucked him.
Okay. What do you mean by
the
that?
The Angels have completely fucked him.
I mean, he was complaining.
The Angels have now had the two greatest players probably of their generation. Yeah, and they fucked both of them. They have fucked both of them.
He was complaining of right elbow soreness, and they never imaged him until now. So they let him pitch, they let him hit, they let him do all this shit with that soreness, and not looking into what it was. When you're a two-way player, I mean, you gotta take care of those players. The fact that they've refused to sign him to a long-term deal or trade him is it's got to be a crime.
Yeah, and if he hits the free agent market, Daddy Steve over on the Mets will throw anything at him. You've seen him throw money at everyone.
They about to be in the middle of a rebuild. They're not signing Shohei Ohtani.
They're going to do it anyway. He's going to literally throw money at all his problems.
The Mets literally have the highest payroll in the Major League Baseball, and they're last in their division.
Yes, after last night's game, which was funny.
Like $135 million payroll, and they're last.
Nice and Mo, jump in here whenever y'all want. I'm just sitting on the sideline watching.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're letting him still hit.
No, when it comes to Shohei, though, I mean, obviously this is a tough news because he's a free agent after this year, so that's gonna put some scare on the other teams. But this could potentially jeopardize his pitching career too with the UCL. But he can still hit for sure. I think. In my opinion, someone brought up a good point. I think I heard somewhere on the radio station, one of the fans called into one of our local stations where I live, and they said they should put Ohtani in the bullpen as a closer, like in the future, so you don't overuse him. You just bring him into the ninth or key situations to pitch. So I think that's a good idea. Maybe if he's willing to adapt to the bullpen side. And still continue to put offensive power numbers. I have no doubt that he can still hit for power. But when it comes to pitching, I think that's a good idea. Putting him in the bullpen, being a closer at one point, or putting him in key situations to get key out. So I think that's another option for them down the line. So whatever team gets him, I think they need to, during the free agency process, discuss with him and his team, what are you willing to do for us, or what's the future here? Because the UCL is a big thing, and it's a you don't want to re-injure it again. So that's the biggest key. So in my opinion, that I think that's what they need to do during the free agent meetings. Whoever meets with them and whoever gets them, they need to discuss the future. So.
Yeah, the Angels definitely. They definitely fucked up by not trading them. And I think Shohei's stating he still wants to hit for the rest of the year, where, it's a suggestion otherwise is for him to shut it down, look towards his next contract with, I don't know if maybe the Yankees will be the top candidate to try to sign him, since they're going through their pains as of late, and everybody wants him in a big market. I know MLB would love to have him out in the East Coast. Those 10 p.m. starts out there for them don't do much for. I mean, he's still a supernova, and he's going to be the face of baseball for the next 10 years possibly. So my thing is how is that going to affect his contract? Because I don't think he's done pitching completely. I think rumor has it that maybe 2024 he doesn't pitch, and 2025 would be the first year he'd come back pitching. So does that not give him the $50 million that he was projected to make for the next 10 years? They were thinking $500 million contract. What does that look like now is my question.
Well, I mean, if you take him out from being a starting pitcher, he's not getting
right. So that's going to be interesting to see how that reshapes those negotiations. If that brings him down to 40, 35.
I'm interested to see what Alex Anthopoulos does after the season, because we got Max Fried that's about to hit free agency, and the Braves know how to manage pitchers. Right. They know how to take care of their players. That's
if they ended up with him. That'd be stacked.
So wait, if he doesn't pitch, he won't get the 50 million, but what do you guys think he would get? Like 30, 40?
I think in my opinion, 30 to 35 range, or 40 to 45 range.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't allow him to hit, I don't think he's getting that much. I think he's getting in the high 20s.
He's still a leading home run hitter. So.
You're not going to sign Shohei Ohtani and not have him pitch.
That's why the guy from the radio station brought up a bullpen, hopefully, if he's willing to pitch out of the bullpen.
That's the big key, though. If he's willing to
agreeing to go to a bullpen is if he becomes their number one reliever.
Oh yeah,
he's not going to agree to go to bullpen to be a closer. Period. He's not going. That's not who he is.
You thinking more like the
during the World Baseball Classic, he was in the bullpen.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was playing for Japan,
so he's done it before.
Yeah, he's done it before, but he's not going to agree in Major League Baseball
because that's going to affect his contract term. So
he's going to have to be the number one reliever.
Everything's going to affect his contract, especially this injury right now.
Right, he's not going to sign a $50 million a year contract right now. It's just not going to happen. Now, he had Tommy John surgery in 2018, and now the UCL injury. He's not getting $500 million right now.
Yeah.
He's just snacking up there.
Damn, I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking at his stats because I don't know him. So I'm trying to look.
He leads Major League Baseball in home runs. He's by far probably the top pitcher in the league. That is about to go away. But
he's one of the top leaders in the ERA.
I'm telling you right now, I don't know baseball. We all know this. But I'm telling you, this dude, even without pitching, is getting paid more than 25 million. I completely agree with Nathan. Aaron Judge is averaging $40 million a year on his contract. And yes, Aaron Judge is great. Bryce Harper is the next highest paid per money, like not per money, but not average. Bryce Harper got $330 million times 13 years, depending on what he wants. Does he want long term, or does he want the money, like the average per year? He's definitely getting $40 to $45 million.
Look, the Braves have this thing about signing players to cheap deals.
But just as like
Ohtani wants a ring. He'll take a ring over $50 million a year.
But he's gonna get offered $40 to $45 million.
It doesn't matter.
Because just as a batter, he's worth what, 20 to 25, 30, maybe 40. And then you have a chance of getting him to pitch.
$40 million a year. Where's the Yankees at right now?
It's the Yankees. Nobody cares. I'm sorry. It's the Yankees. Nobody cares.
He's on a terrible Yankees team right now.
Yeah.
Ohtani wants a ring. Now the Angels somehow, I don't know how they haven't won a ring with the lineup that they have. It's crazy.
I mean, outside
it's got to be
3 players, they didn't round out the pitching staff as well as they could have.
But look, I put money on Ohtani going to the Braves.
Shut the hell up! You're just a Braves fan. That's all. That's the reason why.
You're
a fucking Braves fan.
And we can afford it.
Wait, you said the Braves?
Yeah, he's a Braves fan.
Oh wow.
I
Man,
think they're gonna go for the bag.
I think he goes to the Dodgers.
I would think that would also be another destination possible.
Or the Mets if Steve Cohen is willing to. I mean, obviously Cohen has the money.
I got to take the Mets out of it. They're literally.
I think I'm taking the Mets out of it.
Blew up their entire team.
Daddy Steve throws money at his problems. He does not care.
That's just like going from one Angel to the other National League version of the Angels.
I don't think
he wants to do that.
Got rid of everybody.
Man, if he goes to the Braves, oh my God,
that'd be scary.
Yeah. The Braves better. By the way, the Braves.
Back to the Greg Maddux, Steve Glavine, John Smoltz, Steve Avery days.
Spencer, you got to have Max Fried, Ohtani, Strider. Man, go down the list. But man,
that's
you
why
guys better win the World Series this year. That's all.
But that's why I think the Braves can sign Ohtani to a cheaper deal because of the
if he's willing to take a haircut, maybe
they put together.
Yeah. Okay. We're talking about him getting offered between $40 and $45 million, and you're like, yeah, he's going to take $20 million, so that way he can come in a win.
I don't know. Just look at every other contract Alex Anthopoulos has signed players to.
Oh, who the fuck is Alan Anthopoulos in this?
He's the fucking GM of the Braves.
Coca-Cola better sign him to a.
Like, he's already got fucking deals and shit. Like,
I just learned that today.
Okay, Asia Wilson ties the WNBA record for most points ever in a single game with 53. Ties it with their
forward. But this just shows the inconsistency again.
What?
Of Asia.
Motherfucker, you are not
happy for it, but the
inconsistency Nancy over there.
Crazy.
I know. Go ahead, Jeremy. Say it.
It's just inconsistent. She can go one. Last game she scored, I think, 20 points. The game before that, she scored what? Fucking 8 or 9 fucking points. Like, what are you doing? What are the Aces doing? Why can't she score?
I mean, she's not facing the same defense every night, though.
She doesn't need to.
But she does.
Because she doesn't play the Atlanta Dream every day.
Crying and complaining about them losing to the fucking Liberty. If she'd have been more consistent during those games, they'd have won those games.
Why are you going to do that? Why are you bringing up old shit?
Because the last time they lost to the Liberty, she scored 9 points.
Why are you fucking bringing up old shit?
And now,
no.
She scored 53 points and ties the league record.
Listen, you can't say she's inconsistent because the Liberty held her to 9 points when the Liberty
she is inconsistent.
But when the Liberty have everything there to stop her and give her a hard time. She has to go against Brianna Stewart. She has to go against Jaquel Jones. There's a lot of bodies they can throw at Asia Wilson. And Asia Wilson, and they're missing
the Dream don't have that.
Yeah, so the Liberty have a lot of people that they can throw at her that are good, legit players.
So Candace Parker Parker makes her consistent. What they didn't have Candace Parker last year.
No, it's not even that they make them consistent, but when they play certain teams,
The Aces didn't have Candace Parker last year.
listen, but when they play certain teams, a la the Liberty, that can take advantage of a missing Candace Parker and not having a big center down there, they can focus all their lower people on Asia Wilson, and they have the bodies that can throw at her.
How come she wasn't so inconsistent last year?
Because last year there wasn't a fucking team like the Liberty. There was not a team that had Breonna Stewart, Jockwell Jones, whoever the fuck else they have. There was not one team in the WNBA that was that
doesn't
good.
mean she's not inconsistent.
We're not talking
Go ahead,
about
argue with your pillow.
We're not talking about her being inconsistent against the fucking Sun or the fucking Dream.
No, we're arguing about her
or the
being
fucking
inconsistent
Wings
for the entire
or the
season.
fucking Mercury. No, we're talking about her being inconsistent against the fucking Liberty. You literally bring up one game against the second best team in the league. I'm at it right now. We're supposed to be celebrating her. Damn it.
I said, look, it's great, but
Yeah,
I'm already there.
it's inconsistent.
I want to AJ Wilson. By the way, great talent. I love watching her play, and also I want to see a Liberty and Vegas finals. That'd be nice.
We're gonna see that.
I think that's what it's going to come down to. And it's going to come down to Brianna, and it's going to come down to Stewie and Asia Wilson for MVP. Yep. So, it'll just, I guess the consistency for the remaining part of the season, if she can, average more than her, she'll probably lock that in.
Okay, so Jeremy, she's averaging 22 points on 15 attempts.
So take out the 53. Take out the 53. What's she averaging without the 53?
If you have to take out that one, you got to take out the lowest one too.
Yeah, then you got to take out her 9.
Out the 8. So take out the 8.
Hold on, I'm going back, buddy. You got it. You can't stop. Don't do this to her. Don't do it to her.
And she look, not once, but twice did she only score 9 points against the Liberty.
It's the second best team in the league that can throw bodies at her.
On August 6th, she scored 9 points. So on August 15th, she scored 9 points.
Her last 5 games, 18 points, 53, 25, 21, 21. The 53 is the outlier because she went off that game. But in that scenario, from 18 to 25, it's right around her average. And I'm trying to pull up her per game, but fucking the WNBA website, the thing that I have, doesn't have fucking game logs. There we go.
I'm on ESPN. Why don't you just use that?
I like Basketball Reference.
It's literally ESPN has every single game.
13, 19, 23. So she has, let's say, under
13,
15
19,
points.
23, 21,
Under
21,
15
27,
points.
23, 13,
1,
21, 14,
2, 3, 4, 5.
She scored 8
6.
points against Minnesota.
Listen, in the whole season, in 34 games, she's only scored 15 or less 6 fucking times. That is not inconsistent. And anywhere from 16 to 26 goes within her average. That is
she's
not
top 2 rebounds and top blocks too.
Yeah.
Great. Against the Liberty, she still scored 9 points twice.
The Liberty have the best.
I don't get, and the Aces have the best team in the league.
So when you go against the second best team and they have a good matchup, it happens. It shit still happens. But like you said, they're 2-1 against them. They're 2-1 against them.
With Candace Parker, she had, or where's it at? Where are they at? She had 16 points. Without Candace Parker, she had 9. Oh, wait. She was able
funny.
To,
That's
wait,
funny.
Wait. She was able to score 21 points the day after.
Hold on. That's funny. Because
Liberty.
I said, what did I tell you? I told you that when you don't have Candace Parker down below, it allows teams like the New York Liberty to fucking zone in on you. And
I don't know how did on August 15th she scored 9 points against the Liberty, and then on the fucking 17th against the Liberty she scored 21?
Because maybe the game plan changed different. Maybe it was different.
How's the game plan different?
Dude, that's how it works. It's game plan to game plan every fucking week, every game.
How's the game plan different? It's still Asia
depending
Wilson.
on who's playing.
It's still Asia Wilson. Your game plan for Asia Wilson's the same. 2 days
So
later,
Asia Wilson should be scoring 20 to 30 points every fucking game.
2 days
Should
later,
never
your
have
game
an
plan is
off
different.
night. Asia Wilson should never have an off night.
So you went from shutting Asia Wilson down to allowing her to have 21 points in 2 days.
Yep.
So then your coach should be fired. Why you change the game plan? You were just able to shut her down 2 days ago. Why the fuck did you let her score 21 points 2 days later?
What if Becky Hammond changed the game plan and it worked better against that Liberty game plan?
What if we're not giving Becky Hammond the credit? She's running out on the court and shit.
What does the kitty think? What does the kitty think?
She came back.
She's an Asia Wilson fan.
AJ Wilson.
It's funny that he's arguing with me so bad this week about the inconsistent comment, but last week he agreed with it.
What are you talking about? I agreed with it against on
You
that
agreed
one.
with it. You agreed with it last week.
Hold on.
But now it's not the same.
You got to play devil's advocate.
Hey, kind of like the Liberty coach. You fucking
here we go.
stupid.
Oh God, man.
You changed your game plan after 2 days.
Someone got a bell so we could do round 2.
Boxing.
Can we celebrate their 30 fucking wins, Jeremy? Or are you going to throw some negative shit because they lost 4 times?
Becky Hammond.
No, they're being inconsistent.
Are they being inconsistent because they lost 4 times?
They are being inconsistent.
They lost too many times to the Liberty.
I mean,
Eric's the one complaining about them losing to the fucking Liberty, but now he's defending the Liberty.
I've been worried against the Liberty since the beginning of the season because they play well. They're 2 super teams that can match up well. So when you're playing, it depends on how well do coaches adjust, how well does the game plan changes, and who has off nights and who doesn't, and who stays healthy. So no shit, I'm gonna be worried about them all fucking year. Just like in any other sport, you're always worried about the good teams that are on your level. And the Liberty is the only team in the WNBA that is on the Aces level. That's it. So yes, I'm worried about them. And right now, the Liberty sit at 24 or what are they? Not 24.
26 and 7.
26 and 7 is the Liberty.
Yeah, 26 and 7. So they're 3 games behind. And they have a brand new team mostly. Well, they have tons of new players on that fucking team. So in the very beginning, they were what was it? So they were 15 and 5 July 21st. They've lost 2 games since then and won 11. So 11 and 10, 2 in the last 13 games. Them struggling does not surprise me. They started off 7 and 3. So them struggling, they lost 3 games of their first 10. That does not surprise me at all. But now that chemistry's coming on with all those new players getting adjusted, I don't know. I'm worried. What do you think, Nathan?
I don't know. I'm not worried. There's no. I mean, obviously, to start the season, they had to get the chemistry down with the new players and all, bringing in Candace Parker. But now with they're a scary team, obviously, and this team is destined to win the championship again this year. That's why I said this can be an epic matchup between Liberty if they hit the finals, both of them, and everybody get your popcorn ready because I feel like this can be a long-ass series, a long-ass finals if it happens, and I want it to happen. And kudos to the New York Liberty, man. That team has built from the ground to now where they are now to be able to bring in Breanna Stewart and the point guard. Vandersloot, and then bring in the surrounding pieces. What a kudos to them, their front office. They built this team to win, and now they're attractive to play with in Brooklyn. And now I really want to see this matchup. I think this is going to be an epic matchup if it happens.
Mo, what are your thoughts, buddy?
I think that it's going to come down to securing the number 1 spot, securing the home court advantage through the playoffs. I think in the playoffs, the game plan will change. It'll slow the game down, obviously. So it's going to be focused on stopping Sabrina on the perimeter. But not only that, you got Stewie and Jonquil, menacing in the paint. So you'll need Kia Stokes, Asia, to lock that down while the perimeter, hopefully Kelsey can get on her horse and chase Sabrina around the damn yard. So put the clamps on her. That's going to be, I think, the matchups to watch. But I, lean towards the side of Becky Hammond. She's got, I think, the experience necessary to make the in-game adjustments, game-to-game adjustments. So I'm not too worried. I think they'll be in good shape, and it'll, come down to them. It'll probably be a hard-fought series, but I think we maybe win in 6.
Sam, you want to jump in here and say anything?
Well, I'm on. I'm a little torn between the Sun because they were pretty. They're still a pretty good team too.
23.
But I'm from New York, so I gotta represent the New York side too. Honestly, it's gonna really come down to that. It's really gonna come down to those two versus the Aces in the finals, and I think everyone wants to see the Liberty. I think it's just a more exciting team all around. I need something exciting to do in Connecticut. They were in the finals last year. I tried to, I watched every once in a while, but they just got completely, outmatched last season. So I think it's really probably going to come down to the Liberty, But if they could, if the Sun somehow find a way, I'll take it. We need something over here.
Hit the breaking news alert.
Breaking news alert. Breaking news. I don't have one. Breaking news. What's going on?
Jeremy, this is for you. Ready?
Oh, Lord.
They said Tom Pelissero just tweeted, Raiders and running back Josh Jacobs have agreed to terms on an upgraded deal, 1 year worth $12 million.
So, yeah, it's great, but this motherfucker, this fucking drama queen, how they offered him that before the fucking holdout?
Yeah,
they offered him 12-2 before the holdout. How the fuck?
Tom Pelissero this tweet.
So you just accepted. So you accepted 1 year at $12 million when you could have had multiple years at 12-2.
Well, that seems to be what the running backs are doing this year. They're only accepting a 1 year deal until clearly they think the money's going to come next year.
Yeah. But it's not. The way the
running
back
money's never going to come.
Does it say no franchise tag?
If he didn't get a tag, then he's fucking dumb. Somebody should punch him in the face.
Rap. Oh, it says here. It's taking the place of the franchise tag.
But did he add?
Yeah, he can only sign a 1 year deal.
Yeah,
but can the franchise tag? Can they franchise him next year?
They didn't say anything about that yet.
That's what matters the most.
Yeah.
So the way they're all reporting it, he didn't get a no franchise tag, so he's stupid.
Yeah.
Just like fucking Saquon Barkley, they didn't request the fucking no franchise tag, so they can turn around and tag him again next season. And if he sits out next season and doesn't play, guess what? They still have him for another year.
Yeah, but yeah.
These running backs make no sense. I get it. They want more money, and yes, they're pissed off. A rookie is making more than them this season. Based off of where he was drafted, he's making $13 million.
Now it's $11.8 million.
Is it?
Yeah, it's up to. They probably did the same thing with Saquon, where they have bonuses that can get him.
And then it says $200K in incentives to reach $12 million max.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
It's stupid. It doesn't make no sense. How are you offered this deal at the beginning of the season? You could have had a multiple year deal, but now you end up with 1 year. And you're going to be going through this whole drama shit again next season.
Yep.
I just want to see if they got the franchise tag, because if he gets the franchise tag out,
the way it's worded, I'll put money right now that he didn't get the no franchise tag.
That would be the smartest deal he could have made, though.
Right, exactly. That's what we said with Saquon as well.
Yep.
But I bet you, I'll bet money he didn't get the no franchise tag. It doesn't. I don't know. I don't get it.
He's back at 1 year. Sources taking place. NFL rushing leader includes a sign-on bonus. I don't want to see it.
So he just didn't want to go to fucking training camp, is what it was.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be back. Now he's going to be back. He's in Dallas, I think. He's going to go back to training camp.
He just posted that he's back 48 seconds ago, but you're back with a shitty fucking deal. You're back with the same deal that you could have had before the holdout for multiple years and not had to worry about a franchise tag.
Yeah.
But now you sign a 1 year deal where they can still franchise tag you next season.
That's crazy.
I don't get
Whoa!
it.
It says whoa. By boosting the base value of the deal and not just adding incentives, potentially a second franchise tag in 2024 becomes more costly.
Oh wow.
So he
Well,
can
yeah,
get
because the
franchise
franchise
tag.
tag goes up next year.
Yeah, it's a 14 million, exceeding 14 million dollars.
Right.
So he can get franchise tag next year.
Exactly. So it doesn't make no sense.
Yeah.
He's gonna bitch about that franchise tag too.
Yeah.
Look,
Breaking
during
news.
Hard Knocks,
Thank you.
when he didn't want to be on camera, I felt there was going to be some drama with him at some point.
It's basically Saquon Barkley 2.0 all over again.
Right.
Pretty much.
They're both they can both be tagged next season for the same tag amount. So
yeah.
They're bitching about the franchise tag, but here you didn't get a no franchise tag clause in your contract. Why?
So
if the
now,
franchise tag is the issue, why didn't you remove it from your contract?
See, now it's gonna be interesting when the Cowboys negotiate with Tony Pollard. I'm sure Tony Pollard is gonna ask for a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting.
I mean, they're all gonna ask for a lot of money. It's just you're at a point in history where the running back market is just not there. The money's just not
There's
there.
too many of them that can be replaced.
There's literally been over how many years huge money paid to running backs that have shit the bed the next season.
And then you got people like Isaiah Pacheco, Austin Eckler that come out of nowhere.
Right. You got the Chiefs who won a Super Bowl with a fucking what was he, a 4th round pick?
Who? Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah. So you don't need a great running back. The Chiefs have proved that. I mean, you need a great quarterback. But then I don't even think you need a great quarterback. You need a good quarterback.
Have you guys
been a pain in the ass? I had to go grab her.
What happened?
What?
Have you guys seen the show Ballers on Netflix?
Yeah.
That show is awesome.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson.
The one with The Rock that came on, it's now on Netflix. Okay. Last thing we're getting into. KSI.
Whew.
What is that noise?
I know. That's what I'm looking at.
Is that?
What the fuck is that noise?
Whatever it was, just stop.
Nope, oh, wait.
Is it like an AC sound?
My bad.
If it's an AC sound, it's probably me.
No, it was. I had it on something and it was playing a video.
Your Pornhub started playing in the background.
Wait, KSI versus Tommy Fury. Now, for some odd reason, y'all know I don't know what the fuck be going on with the influence boxing, but I love it. They had their press conference. KSI says he's gonna knock out Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury, KSI can't fight. Let's be honest. I think Jake Paul is a much better fighter than KSI. Mo, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop my perspective on this, and then I'm gonna have to cut out because I got a tea time at 10:30. But I think Tommy Fury is gonna beat Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul, like you said, is a better boxer than KSI. KSI is just clout chasing, money chasing, something chasing. They're just on to the next. I guess now it doesn't matter who they plug in there. They get eyeballs one way or another. He's fucking selling Prime, so they're just looking for additional revenue streams at this point. Records don't matter. It's all about the spectacle. What names can they throw on there to draw some eyeballs?
He won his last fight from an elbow.
It was an exhibition. They don't even have records. They don't keep record. He doesn't have a professional
There's
record.
video evidence. So I don't care if he kept record or not. I've got evidence that you won because of an elbow.
Oh yeah, we know that. Anything else you want to add to that? What about Logan Paul and Daniel Danis before you jump off, or Dylan Danis?
I don't know if I've seen. Yeah, I think it's Dylan Danis actually, but I think I could see how Danis was creep into your mind. I think what is he, like a welterweight, Dylan Danis?
Yes, but he's a jiu-jitsu Bellator fighter.
I don't think they're doing jiu-jitsu though, so
No,
I think Logan Paul's gonna end up edging him out. He's probably gonna, keep him at his range, jab enough to, keep him at a distance. I don't think I've never seen Dylan Danis at besides like some of the training videos that he used to do with Connor or outside of that, I'm not sure. He's like his striking will be enough
he was
to
choked out by
overcome that
Anthony.
reach. That's what I mean. Like, I don't think that Dillion Danis has an impressive resume MMA wise.
Wasn't BJ Penn choked out, beat up by a bouncer too?
Yeah, but he was drunk.
Probably Dillion Danis might have been.
He wasn't the level of drunk BJ Penn was. That mother BJ Penn could fucking drink.
Yeah, I don't think any of these fights, like for me, like make me say, "Oh, I want to watch these." Fury's okay boxer, and he'll probably piece up KSI. The Logan Paul Dillion Danis fight, I really could care less about that one.
That's because you're not paying attention
For the shit talking.
Yes,
that probably might be the more entertaining portion of
Yes.
proceedings.
I think Logan goes into that fight fucking pissed off because the stupid shit Dillion Danis is fucking doing, and I think
So Dillion Danis is the one like airing out his dirty laundry.
Oh,
It's
fucking ridiculous. Dude.
It's fucking ridiculous.
He is owning him on Twitter. Like, I'm not even playing. Logan's mom has been hanging out with Nina too much. I'm trying to see. Stay silent. Greg Paul with underage girls.
Damn.
This is his wife. This is Logan's fucking fiance kissing all these other guys.
That's crazy.
He's fucking destroyed her. See, there's another guy with him. She's been with 100 guys. He's fucking. There's another celebrity.
100.
Granny, he has that. Yeah, there's him. Another one.
Oh my god.
There's her again.
Woo.
Again.
So he won the pregame then, or the pre-fight?
Oh, he won the pregame. Look, I'm like not even joking. Adam Sandler continuing.
Damn.
Wow.
And then when he's at the press conference,
that's
he's
more
like,
entertaining than the fight's gonna be.
Your woman's been with 75 fucking men. Shut the fuck up. You married a hoe. Yeah, he's been going in on him.
It's all because Jake slept with his ex.
Yep. All right, are you getting up out of here, Mauricio? You said you had to work?
No, he got to go do some white people shit.
I got to go play some golf.
Tea time.
Oh, okay.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You got this.
I got to go diversify my portfolio.
Don't forget.
I'm not very good. It's just yeah, I'm down.
All right, later, man. Have fun.
All right, Mo.
All right, man. Peace out, guys.
See you, Mo.
So, I'm gonna be honest with the KSI Fury thing. I probably watch it, cover it, talk about it the most. KSI sucks. He did win with an elbow. Tommy Fury should whoop his ass.
I got Fury.
This is one of those fights where I wouldn't be surprised if it was because it's an exhibition. So there's no record. It does not matter.
6-round exhibition. They let that slip.
Yeah, I would. All of his fights are exhibitions, KSI's. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's money on the side for this to go the distance and look kind of weird because it doesn't matter. There's no records. I would not be surprised if KSI is paying him under the table to not make this look like a real fight, like just to carry him. I'll carry you. Don't try to hurt me. We'll be fine. To make it look somewhat real, but that would not be surprised. Because if Tommy Fury doesn't go out and drop him, then there's a problem. There's immediately a problem. Because Jake Paul is a much better boxer than fucking KSI is. And KSI is not just his footwork, he likes to showboat, he's an entertainer. His jab work, his head movement, it's not good compared to the level of other people. You can beat some of these amateur boxers and you can beat Logan Paul. Nobody gives a fuck about that because Logan Paul is garbage at boxing too. So yeah, I think Tyson Fury should knock him the fuck out really, really quickly. And if he does it and it goes 6 rounds, I'm yelling shenanigans. Anybody else got any thoughts on it?
It's gonna be a clown show. If it's got KSI involved, it's gonna be a clown show, just like Prime. Prime is a fucking clown show as well. Yes. I don't know why everybody's so hyped up on Prime. It's not that great. It's not that good.
Because
it's an energy drink, right?
Prime it's a rehydration drink, and then they have
it's made with coconut water.
Yeah, it's marketed towards kids.
It's marketed towards athletes.
Well, no, originally it was marketed towards kids.
Yeah, but now they got the deal with the UFC.
Yes, now we got. But that's how it got so big.
But hasn't it been? I saw that they've been doing a lot of deals with soccer teams too. Because aren't they with like Manchester United and stuff?
Yes,
but they have a professional soccer team.
They sold out Staples Center for an exhibition boxing match. KSI and Logan Paul. They have so many millions of fans. it was marketed towards their fans, which most of them are 18 and under. And that's why they have the pretty colors that look like fucking Crayolas and the big letters. And then once it got huge and everybody rushed towards it, they use their partnership with Dana White, their friendship that they had, their friendship with WWE to now get it with athletes. But like nobody, like you'll see most athletes will throw that shit off. Like even the UFC, they'll cover it up because it's fucking garbage.
It's not good.
Yeah, they cover it up. So it's like a horrible fucking drink.
Like some people probably.
Yeah, I've never wanted to try it.
I've never tried it.
Yeah.
I've tried it. It's whatever. It's nothing to write home about. It's not some fucking.
Also, you mentioned selling at the Staples Center. I'm sorry, but there's a whole thing going on.
There's a tons of other
things selling at football arenas, so I don't give a crap about that Staples Center.
Yeah, but this was like 7 years ago.
There's a tons of better
7 years ago. I thought you were saying that was like recently. I was like, I don't care about that. Shit, Taylor Swift's been selling out every football arena she's been in.
Go ahead, Nathan. Sorry.
Yeah, no, there's a tons of better drinks out there than Prime, like Celsius. You got Nerd Focus. You got other energy drinks out there. Like, come on, like I mean, Prime is good, but it's not. I mean, it's not really satisfying. But I think
I could literally go to the 99-cent store, buy coconut water and flavoring, and make my own.
Yep.
Just put some Crystal Light in there, you'll be fine.
Crystal Light.
And then again, I'm gonna talk about the Logan Paul. First of all, I hate Logan Paul. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate him with all power. I like Jake Paul way more than him. I do not like his personality. I do not think Logan Paul is loyal. I hate the fact that he literally bitches about his brother not letting him put Prime on his show when he's trying to motivate and help him build a company. But Logan Paul does not allow his brother to do a whole bunch. Logan Paul is just a bitch to me. Second of all, he can't box. So I don't give a fuck if Dillion Danis is not a real boxer. Dillion Danis is a real fighter. Logan Paul is not. Logan Paul, he boxed Floyd Mayweather. Why? For no reason. Did anybody see those punches? It's not going to look good. Logan Paul, he got beat by KSI, and KSI can't fight. They got beat twice. Logan Paul has not been in the gym like Jake Paul or KSI boxing. He's been doing WWE. He's been training. So he's got so many different avenues going on with all, and he's an athletic freak. But if Dillion Danis, even if Dillion Danis is not a very good boxer, if he has halfway decent stand-up for a fucking UFC fight, Bellator fight, he's going to knock out Logan Paul. Like Floyd Mayweather was 50 pounds lighter than Logan Paul almost, and still almost knocked him out. So yeah, but I love what Dillion Danis has been doing on social media. That's the only reason why I really care about this fight, because I
don't really care much about it, but the social media has been hilarious.
They just had the pre-fight press conference, and that's all Dillion Danis was talking about. He's like, Logan Paul threw a cake at him, but Logan Paul was so fucking pissed. You could see it. Like, he is getting under his skin. And I know people are like, oh, Logan Paul is pissed, so he's going to fuck him up. Logan Paul can't fight. He can't fight. He's 0-3 in exhibition fights. So, I think it's going to be an ass whooping. Nathan, any more thoughts you have on this or anything we talked about?
I mean, I think it would be a comedy show. Dylan, with this Twitter stuff, that's funny too. So I think it's just gonna be like entertaining. This is gonna be an entertaining fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be. I think it literally should be a 2 to 3 round fight. Oh, just to let you guys know, because Dillion Danis is a bitch and decides like he was supposed to fight KSI but pulled out. There is Mike Perry is Logan Paul's backup fighter.
Mike Perry?
Yes. So if Dillion Danis does not make weight or does not make it to the fight, because they've had this problem with him before, the ex-UFC fighter, bare knuckle boxer,
Mike Perry.
Ooh. Mike Perry is the backup for Dillion Danis.
Okay, Logan Paul. You should just say, he should just back out already.
So hopefully Dillion Danis shows up, because if Dillion Danis does not show up, we're going to see a murder. We're literally going to see a fucking murder.
That's the fight I want to see. I could give a fuck less about Dillion Danis and his fucking foul ass Twitter shit.
Yeah, if he does not show, and when I saw that, I didn't know that was the backup fight until I saw it on their thing, and here they are standing off.
Hey, yo, guys, I got to run. I actually got some stuff to do now.
So we're about to catch you. All right. You have a good one, Sam. See you later, buddy.
All right, see you.
See you later.
All right. Anybody else want to say anything before we get off? Because we're about to jump off too. I got to go be an adult now.
See you.
All right, Nathan, you have a good one, man. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Welcome to join.
Thank you for having. Thank you
You're
for having
welcome.
me.
Have fun.
Yeah,
Have
thank
fun
you.
with your people.
Let's go.
Jeremy, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, Jeremy, whenever you're ready, take us out.
Put me in, coach.
Peace.